Oh, what it do, folks? Hope you're treating yourselves oh so well, and of course others. My name is Claire, and this is a channel where we like to do tarot readings. Today, I thought we would focus on what this person likes about you. So being a little bit more poignant, more precise about a person. What the person on your mind, what they like about you. So, with that, let's delve into pile 1. The 8 of Wands. By the look of a card, it would certainly seem like this person is motivated. Maybe shyness overcomes them on a day-to-day basis, but they see you kind of tackling your life, and it motivates them to at least push forward in their life. Even if they don't realize it's towards you, they're pushing forward in their life in ways that are meaningful and helpful to their recovery of self. The person that you're thinking of, the 8 of Wands, makes me think they are on a quest of self, fighting inner demons, but finding inner self. This person has been lost for a very long time, and they like about you, you seem to have put the work in. They've never met someone who took the time to delve into what they ultimately wanted. When I say that, I mean you have taken the time to actually figure out what makes you happy in life. You're not derivative of what other people enjoy, not very focused on social norms, and or you could have been a homebody for a long period of time, and I think this person is as well. It might not seem like that to you, or they might be trying to hide the fact that they are so enveloped in personal growth. This person likes how honest you are. They are hiding themselves in a way that they are putting on a front visually, outwards to other people. This person is lying to themselves, negating the fact that they would be happier in a different situation, with a life more derivative of what they were actually after. You're dealing with someone who doesn't know what they want at this period of time, but they do know hurt, and they have wanted to share that with you. I think that this person hid from you, and they enjoy the fact that you would pull out an emotional side of them. I think that on their day-to-day basis, they don't get to be emotionally sound. A lot of the things that they deal with and people they are around choose to kind of be live wires and or perhaps even destructive. It could get as bad as they are around people that they're not conducive to a happier, more perspective lifestyle. They're stuck around in the mud, these people, and they like that you seem to have isolated yourself from all things that were trying to take you down at one point in time. Like you are a unmovable force. And I realized I haven't even taken another card since then. The 4 of Wands in reverse. It seems as though you are provocative in nature in some way, form, or fashion. This person finds you, maybe they thought you were devious or a deviant in some way of your life, but they were aiming to get closer in small ways that were more secretive, more digestible to this person. The Four of Wands, they wanted to see what you were like before they gave you any time of actual day, the sun, but still you shined. And I think that everyone likes about you that you are now kind of self-deprecating in a way of humor. You have been through a lot of things, so humor comes as a second nature to you. You could be very sarcastic, or the things that you've been through, you apply them on your daily basis for better. You look good. This person likes the fact that you are very stylish in a way that seems unattainable for a lot of people. Maybe your clothes are something that you've made, or something that you've collected for a period of time. You seem to be someone who is good at attracting quirks. You have a style that is very attractive on you, but also it attracts people towards you without you being defined by a certain group or niche or nature. It's almost like you can switch very quickly in personality, but your style is also very amorphous. You could be very chameleon in a lot of situations, and you get along with a lot of people, and it's easy for that could also be seen as a deficit. That's the wrong word. This person is intimidated by the fact that you get along with anyone and everyone. I think anyone from your past kind of was worried with the Wheel of Fortune after the sun come busting through the door. It's almost like people feast their eyes on you. If you were introduced in different friend groups and whatnot, you are tantalizing. You're the belle of the ball, or you're just the star of the show. You're the king of the castle, in so many ways of just entertainment, charisma. You catch eyes, or your personality sustains conversations. People like committing to conversations with you, or it's almost like I'm hearing commitment. So it almost seems like commitment has been fleeting in your life. But alas, all of the people, alas, all the people still long for you. You were very lusted after. I don't think that's something that you necessarily care for all the time. The Five of Pentacles in reverse. You want to grow with someone, and intimidation, you've been intimidating to pretty much anyone and everyone along the way. Friend, foe, platonic, lover, all these things. But even if you've overcome a lot of things visually in the eyes of a lot of people. So if you had flaws, it's almost like your nature is to overcome any distance between you and light. You're constantly trying to become a better person, and it seems very visually obvious to a lot of people that you're trying to overcome any misunderstood nature. You want people to care for you and actually care for the person that you are. It's not like you're hiding, and I think a lot of people love that about you. There's a lot of people that are really sick over how your personality has improved in a lot of ways. I think a lot of people were kind of watching your downfall, but this person in particular, the Three of Pentacles, you seem like someone who is a good parent, a good person to bounce ideas off of. I think that you give a lot of really good advice or feedback for creative endeavors. You're someone who will tell people if you do or do not like something. Your a strong opposition, which is intimidating. Like, people know that you would be someone who would be very difficult to be in conflict with, but at the same time, I don't think that's in your nature. You want to get along with anyone and everyone because you see the betterment in, like, peace, love, and light. That sort of thing. You're kind of that nature, and I think that this person is seeing that in you, and the way that they treated you, they feel a little sickened by that. They want to be pure for you. I think that a person is trying to purify their nature by watching you move in and out of your emotions, because you could have some harsher emotions right now and just in general in life, but you're really on display. Toward this person maybe has a hard time looking at you. Sometimes they're looking at you like this because they are a little butthurt, but overall they see you as someone who would be a great person to grow with, someone who is a aspiration. If they could get there, they would. And I think they're just thinking about you a lot. This person thinks about you a lot in every way possible. They think about what makes you happy on a daily basis. And I think that makes them really... I'm getting one more card. Yeah, the Five of Swords. It makes them sad. This person is sad at the thought of you being happy without them, because I think that they really enjoy your laugh. I think they really enjoy your smile and the way that it frames your face. And I think that's enough for now. You gotta know I love you. Pile 2. Hello. Greetings. This is what this person in particular likes about you. So, could be current person, past person, person on your mind, though. What they like about you. So, let's get through these hella heavy thoughts. I love saying that. Okay. Pile 2. Okie dokie. The Tower. Ballsy group we have here for choosing the Tower. Okay, it's about sudden change in this group, I would assume. I really like the colors of this card. It's quite magnificent, striking, amorous, if you will. I think that this person finds you very irresistible, body type-wise. I think you have defined a certain nature, like the way that you are has defined what this person really enjoys, and that's scary because the thought of being without you is very real. It's a prospect, because you seem to be someone who is building on a lifestyle but is stern and strict. Maybe you set a lot of ground rules with this person as of lately. You're sifting through murky waters. You're sifting through maybe some hurt emotions or some harder feelings, and this person thinks that the fact that you are willing to go through the gauntlet with them is inspiring. This is the King of Chalices. No, it's the King of Coins. My apologies. And it's this funny rabbit face that I really enjoy on it. He just looks so disgruntled, but yes, it's the King of Coins, and that dignifies buildable experiences. I think that this is you going through life experience with a person and them thinking, wow, the fact that they are willing to communicate is making these grounds pliable, or I don't think that's the word. It's something about your building a foundation, and it's built on sorrow The Ten of Swords is someone who has been clearly, by this display, stabbed in the back. I think that this is very hurt emotions coming from the past. I think you watched that this person get out of a relationship, or you've had to wait on this person for some reason, form or fashion. Something about having to watch a display of affection that was not yours. Maybe you've watched other people live lifestyles a lot lately, and you've just kind of you've alchemized the situation that you're in. The Three of Swords after the Ten of Swords, and then the Three of Swords, it was in reverse, but after this, it's almost like you have felt the pits of it all, and you have recently engaged with having those hard conversations with people. I think you willing to put your heart on the line again and again and again has put you in a place where you are able to communicate from a standpoint of you're teaching a person that it's okay to have flaws. I think that there's someone who has allowed some sort of turbulence come between you, and that is burdening them. They're very heavy by this. This person thinks that you're very ethereal for putting up with them, almost worried if they have done too much, and how could you withstand the weight of what they put you through. This person appreciates the fact that it's the Page of Chalices, it's the Page of Cups in reverse, and it's a sweet card. I don't necessarily like mermaids. If you've been on this channel for a while, I detest mermaids, but nonetheless, it's a sweet card. It's got a little puppy on it. It's someone feels puppy love for you every time they look at you. I think that the person that you are identifies your personality is cute, your face, sexy, beautiful features. If you dissect different parts of your body, that sounds grotesque, but this person likes your features separated together, everything about you. They like the way that you're built. You're attractive. You define attractiveness, personality inside outwards, body, hair, the way that you wear your clothes, the way that you speak. They love the jokes that you tell. I think that the banter with you is stronger than anyone else in their life, and they crave that. They want to joke with you, they want to roughhouse with you, but they can't. This person feels heartless for what they have done, and they wonder how you are strong enough to deny communication with them. I think that they feel like you are psychic in a way that you have averted tragedy, like you didn't get caught up in their games of the past. And the Two of Chalices, yeah, you didn't get caught up in the things that they were trying to do to you, hurt. I don't think you've lashed out. I think that the way that you are kind of makes this person really super nervous, and they think that maybe you were testing them in certain ways. But if they were to look over everything in perspective, which they will in time, I think that now is kind of the time where they're evolving into this perspective of like, I put this person through a lot, and I am seeing like they're attacking me because of the lifestyle that I'm leading. They themselves are very aggressive, and at one point maybe even tried to retaliate towards you, made you feel lesser than in some way, form, or fashion, and they see you as a character builder, like someone who, because you are soft outwardly towards people, you're stern in a way that you don't take. You absorb hits, and you're self-aware to take yourself out of a situation, but you are emotionally fluent enough to acknowledge that you have felt the hit. You know, like, you'll let people know that you are emotional and you're going through it. Somehow you release better judgment into the air. Almost you absorb the hate that you've dealt with in a lot of ways from the past, and this is observant to this person and others. You've absorbed a lot of hate that you've dealt with, and you put it to good use in some way, form, or fashion by being emotionally available. I think you were emotionally available for this person, and they may have denied you, and now they crave that. They want someone who asks them those sort of hard questions now that you are not there to do such a thing. The Page of Swords. Yeah, this person sees you in a lot of small ways in their everyday life. They think of you when they hear certain songs. Simple things remind them of you, like, this person would enjoy this. I wish I could send them a picture of this thing that I saw. They have pictures in their phone of things that they want to send you. This person thinks of you in these small, tragic little ways because they're reminded of you all the time, because you liked certain things, because you were a certain way, and it's just different. They think of you, and at one point I think that they tried to not think of you, and at one point it came natural to not think of you. Maybe at the beginning they were so reckless, they didn't know how to think of someone else, and now they're kind of evolving. 5, 6, 7. The 8 of Pentacles upright. They see that you are, with time, becoming effortlessly more confident, more like you again, maybe becoming more centered. You kind of seem off kilter for a while. You're looking, feeling, seeming more like yourself every day, getting back into your routine, and emboldened by the peace that you feel. It's obvious that you feel peace and at peace with the things in the place that you are. I think that you find peace by letting your emotions out. Your emotions don't weigh you down, and they do weigh this person down, because this person has not released any sort of true emotions in such a long time, no matter what they look like outwardly. No matter how they convey their life, they haven't been true, because they're bottling all these things up. The Emperor, yeah, look at this person. He's just on his throne. Like, it almost feels like a person who got what they wanted and realized that that was not it. It was forsaken, or for some reason. Like, someone that got what they wanted and then realized maybe it was a fallacy, or something is, this person has been a certain way their whole life, and you are a very strong other way. And I think that they saw you guys coming together and maybe clashing at one point in time, but now they're kind of addicted to that idea of like you guys combusting, like you guys coming together, and just like it would be like, you know, like an explosion. And I think they're obsessed with that idea. I think that they think of what it would be like to meet you all the time. And if they have met you, it's like this person wonders what it would be like to lead an everyday lifestyle with you, what it would be like to wake up to you, to spend an extended period of time with you. Addicted to that idea, addicted to that thought. And yeah, I guess that's where we're at. So with that, you gotta know I love you. Pile 3, so lovely of you to join us. This is what this person likes about you. So the person on your mind, no matter the situation, what's going on with you guys, this is the person on your mind, what they like about you. Let's get it. 7 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Kind of makes me think either you or them are picking up the pieces of your life. The 7 of Wands is kind of a defensive card, a need to be self-aware or defensive of oneself. I think that you might be on the line for something. Something is serious. I think that this person sees that you are serious about what you have said. I think that they like and appreciate that you are someone who keeps your word, whether that be a little scary. You are someone who definitely says what they mean and means what they say. I think perhaps that this person thinks that you're very good with everyday tasks, like speaking up for yourself when it comes to job situations, when you need customer service, whether you be on the side of giving customer service or getting what you want out of getting what you want out of a customer service representative. You're very quick-witted, but it seems like you are a force in the job sphere. You have a lot of decency for people. You can speak very calmly. You're good at calming people down, speaking in a customer service ideal situation. You don't put your emotions into the things that you are trying to convey, so you're very convincing, cognitive with the things that you say. It seems like you're confident in the way that you portray what you're trying to get across. And I think that this person likes that you stand on business in a lot of ways, but you also have the intelligence to know when to speak and how to convey those things to certain people. It's not just, it's any kind of people. Like, you know how to talk to any sort of person across the board and convey that information that you need to them. It's not a certain level of education, whatever. You just are good with people in general, and it's easy to see why people come to you to learn, or there's a bunch about cognitive function. So I think that you're convincing to others. You have a way of unbiased. People don't think that you have a dog in the fight, therefore they appreciate your input and trust what you have to say. You tend to be reserved, so when you have something to say, also with the High Priestess in reverse, people listen. You're not dogmatic in the things that you say, and you allow for others to communicate where they are at. I think that this person has learned a lot from you, but also they find you to be very attractive outwardly. Like, they've not met someone who turns them on mentally so much as physically, and that comes with your patience and your tact. I think that this person, it's not just about IQ. They don't care how smart you are. I think that your reason is really tantalizing to this person. They find that your resolve, the way that you have overcome a lot of things in your life, it's almost like you've gotten over a major tragedy in your life, maybe several, and they've watched you flawlessly overcome that. This person could have come on to hard times and you helped them out in some way, form, or fashion. Maybe they lived with you, or you lent them money, a car, something like you really helped a person out in times of need, and they forever find you to be the full package. The Six of Wands in reverse. I think that this person is not with you. They did not find success with you in some way, form, or fashion, but they look at you all the time in ways of, if I could be seen by this person, they want to get closer to you, but they understand why you are standoffish. It's very obvious why your nature is the way it is, and they think that they find it, the fact that they got any sort of closeness to you makes them feel, they put you on a pedestal, so they kind of blush at the idea that they ever had your attention. But alas, the Eight of Cups, you move on very quickly. You're a very stern person. You don't let a lot of fuck shit in between. Nothing gets between the cracks with you. You've got everything sealed because you're like a train, a steam engine, I want to say. So you're going at full speed ahead, and very few things can stop you. And I think there was a period of time where this person slowed you down in some way, form, or fashion in your life. And they look back on that time almost fondly, and at the same time that you would look back on that time and be like, never again. Yeah, the Five of Cups. You look back and you're kind of like, okay, whatever. No. But you look better than you ever have, that's for sure. You come in cycles, the moon. This person comes through cycles of missing you more than others. Not other persons, but like they miss you more than they missed you the day before sometimes. And it's almost like an overwhelming emotion. This person really likes that you are emotionally creative. There's something about you that is upheaval. You don't convey emotions outwardly some way. It's almost like you are not emotional in yourself, but something that you do helps people emotionally. Whatever that is. You bring out the emotional side in people. I think that you feel familiar to people, like home in a lot of ways. There's something safe about you. Maybe your place is a haven for people, or people know that they can come to you if they really, really needed to. Like you would be there instantly if someone really, really desperately needed you. Nine of Wands in reverse. Maybe you have upgraded in some way, form, or fashion, and it's not on display, but people can feel it in the air, and I think there's a nervousness about that. This person likes the way that you style your life. Your things look nice, your place. I think that it would be very interesting to see the way that you did home renovations, what your house would look like. I think that this person fantasizes what a home, how you guys would decorate it together would look like. For some reason is very interesting to them. I think that they are very into building, or something about them interior design related. They're enticed by the idea of meshing your styles together. I think that they really like the way that their style looks with yours, and that's kind of hard to come by because you're one in a million, baby. Duh. The Seven of Swords, yeah, one in a million is hard to find, and it's even harder to get over. This person doesn't think that they could ever get over you, and there's no one like you. Maybe they've tried to replace you in certain ways in their life, or it's just been a very long time since you guys have had any relation or communication. Something about they constantly are reaching out to you cosmically, hoping that something brings you together, and it's a very heavy feeling. Page of Pentacles, a lot of daydreaming about you, wondering if they should reach out, what you would say, how you would react, what they would say to even get your attention, to not seem like an idiot. I think that this person knows that you have a side to you that is feisty. They love your feistiness, your zest for life, and I think maybe they enjoy that they want to eat with you. They enjoy like your food taste, or they would want to cook with you in some way, form, or fashion. There's a lot of domestication here. But this person really thinks about just what it would be like to grapple life with you, and what they would say to get you to be open with them again, if that's even possible. I think that this person would really like to speak to you about a lot of things that they're going through in their life, even if it has very little to do with you. I think that you seem like a place that they would want to talk. Like, they want to come to you and just relieve all the things that they've been going through, even if it would kind of be like hurt you a little bit. I don't think they want to hurt you, but they just want to tell you all the stuff that they're going through, just to tell you and see what you say and be close to you and like just go through it together sort of feeling. So it is what it is. But that's what this person likes about you. I think that they enjoy your conversation, your banter, maybe even a little bit of like, they think that you would be fun to gossip with, or just like have fun conversations with, sort of thing. But with that, you gotta know I love you.